So, hi everyone, this might be a very, oh, that's in the wrong place, but it's always in the right place. This might be a very short one today because I'm on anti-duties soon. Really, I'm on anti-duties all weekend while my cousin's here. And whatever my cousin's baby is to me, that gets a bit complicated when you try to work that out. Yeah, my niece is going to be here soon. So, but this is in the wrong place. Receptivity, but like I said, it's in the right place. That's going to mean something, whatever that means to you. If you're new to me, my name's Claire, not Crystal. I know it can be confusing. Healing is weave for everything I do. I'm a medium, shaman, hypnotherapist, light code activations. I weave astrology in everything I do. Reiki, probably something else I didn't say. I'm a counsellor as well, life coach. Yeah, lots and lots of different things. My soul wanted a variety. So, receptivity, allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. That's extremely, extremely important for divine feminines out there. Again, that's rare, isn't it? It's usually the messages are most of the time who I work with, divine women and divine masculine energy that need to get into that divine feminine. So it depends which way you look at it, but that feels like so it's either that, it's that you have fallen too into your divine masculine, regardless of your gender, to being too controlling, being too in your head, trying to work it all out, needing to know the next step before you take the next step. You need to fall more into your feminine, be more spontaneous, be more just more relaxed and allowing and go with the flow. It's a little bit like 144. It's a little bit like and again, it's not that, like, sometimes it can sound like, oh, it's better to be in divine feminine than it is to be in divine masculine, and it's not. Because if you think about it, if we were always just like go with the flow, relaxed, too chill, like literally nothing would ever get done. So it's very important people understand that. But again, if you're always being too controlling, you always have to know what's coming next before you take an action. Like that card I pulled yesterday, you could literally miss out on so many opportunities. It's not even funny. Love, beautiful friendships, work opportunities. We do have to take risks in life. So, I really like that. Again, this is what I mean. That's what I love about channeling. And again, I'm just like always. I'm just every day I'm channeling. Do you know what I mean? Every day I'm shuffling. Every day I'm channeling. Yeah, like the song. It's kind of like it never gets dull, and it's but that what just flowed through was really beautiful. Right. Anyway, so right there we go. Is that all ready? I'm coming to you with her in the buggy, see you in the next 15-20 minutes. Well, that's perfect because I set the timer for that. Right. So, we've got that. The timer's set at 50 minutes. I mean, she's saying 15-20 minutes, guys. We'll see. I'll just stop when the buzzer goes. My family are notorious for... I'll be honest, right? See, because I've got dyslexia, dyspraxia, ADHD, dyscalculia, I've probably fucking something else I've remembered. I actually, because in the past I would have a tendency to be late, and I'm talking like, I've actually not been like that for quite some time now. Whenever the rare time is that I am going to meet friends or something, I'd probably either already be with them ahead somewhere, or if I'm going to meet, like, I'm just thinking the last time when I kind of went to go and meet a group of friends, I was like, I actually leave loads of time because you can get kind of overly paranoid about being late. So, but yeah, typically my family, they say they're going to be there in 15-20 minutes. I'd add another 10 minutes at least. I might be wrong. Right, she needs to for work actually. Right, so we've got what I like to call the Russian roulette deck. I've got little nicknames for each of my decks, and I call this the Russian roulette deck, and that is because, well, some of the messages are quite hard hitting. Like, there's one about the War of the Roses. If that comes out, I'll be like, wow, because my eyes are homing in on the card down there talking about karmic relationships. So again, I really do. Oh, I'm gonna have to show it. I've got my jammy bottoms on, by the way. I'm not gonna lie. It's like I'm gonna be putting my jeans on when I need to go along and see my cousin and everything. But I'm like, well, I'm kicking about looking after my niece. It's like, you know what I mean? Anyway, just in case you see it, you think, what the fuck's it? See, like the couple of stars on my PJ bottom. Right, this is what I'm looking at here on the floor. Karmic relationships. Now remember, karmic relationships are, again, they can always sound like, oh, they're just some terrible thing, but think about it. Like, if you've got, like, when people get into, like, whether this is you or if this is your twin or whoever you see that are in relationships that you're like, that is so not going to last, it doesn't really matter whether it was you or somebody else. At the time, the person or you was attracted to somebody. You know, let's get real here. Whether it's lust, which a lot of people fall into, men and women, and it's driven by all the lower chakras and it's purely about sex. Sometimes that's what people need in their lives. They don't want to connect emotionally and they don't want to be alone and they want sex. That was very, my God. I'm not being funny, but see with the astrology today, it is very kind of, yeah, it is very, blunt, yeah. I mean, it's my moon. And then I'm going to be extra blunt. It's like Sag moon, so that it's lighter from the Scorpio moon, but we're still in Scorpio season, and I'm just laughing at that, which is very, and then Venus in Scorpio is absolutely about sex. It can also be about spiritual sex, and definitely depending on where it is in your chart, sacred sex, spiritual union, tantra, all of that. But it can just be pure sex, any kind of. So sex, well, sex must be in there. Sex in the air, na, 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 na. Don't know where the fuck that's coming from, but it's coming from somewhere. So anyway, the point is, you know, that's what it can be about, and that must really resonate for at least a few of you out there for maybe saying it. But the point is, those relationships are breaking down. So whoever that resonates with, wherever there was something that was purely based on sex, or not really having a lot more of a connection than whatever else, is breaking down. Like, these people, look, like, they're literally worlds apart in this card. Literally worlds apart. Now, sometimes, you know, it does say karmic relationships. Like, sometimes you could see that as you and your twin flame feel worlds apart or dimensions apart, because it can absolutely feel like that. But this is about the eclipse breaks up to be blunt again, it breaks up relationships that are not good for you. So this is what I was basically trying to say, to be balanced and fair about it, is it may have been good at one point for various different types of reasons. It doesn't even just need to be sex. It could literally be some people that have thought this is love, this is true love, like what I had to explain the other day. That was a very long time ago in my life, that I thought that. But I remember the feeling, which is the point. That's what I mean. I'm rearing the fact that being a twin flame, that happened so long ago. But it's because I was here to be, like, you know, I mean, I channeled that I'm a master teacher of it, because it's like it happened so long ago. It was so that I never forgot. Like, wow, like, imagine I had, like, been taken down the total wrong route in life, and then realised, like, when I'm 50 or something, oh my God, that guy I was casually sleeping with was like the love of my life. But I mean, again, we're not really that far off it, you know what I mean? Because I am 38. And we're not getting any younger, and I mean, that might still be the fucking very sad story, but we're not manifesting that. But you know, but it wouldn't be me, would it? Like, I did realise, and I'm not even saying that like, oh, it'd be his fault. It's just kind of like, he'll realise when he's meant to realise, and he may have even realised that he can't handle it. Who fucking knows? I'm not going to say who cares, because obviously I do care, but you really do have to let go and trust that the cookie will crumble where it may, that the pieces will wait a minute, I'm channeling the end of my favourite film, The Vow. It's something about, it's sometimes the particles, I'm surprised I can't remember it off by heart, because it's literally my favourite, but it's something about, you know, sometimes things have to happen and people going off in their own different directions. Now we are talking about twin flames. And then when it's time, the particles come colliding or crashing into one together. Oh, I'm on my phone, so I can't. Yeah, anyway, you can Google that. But I love it. Like, and I didn't just love it about love. I mean, that is a love film. But I loved it about anyone. It doesn't need to just always be about love. It can be about friendships. It can be, yeah, I suppose it would only be love or friendships. Well, family too, because some people get estranged from family, but it's just like, sometimes you do need to spend time apart from people to realise how special they are in your life. And like I've said before, to be blunt, some people that now see, that was interesting. That was channeling twin flames, and now it's back to karmics. You know, when it's a karmic, when you've like, oh, I hope that person's happy, I don't wish them any harm, but I've literally got no desire to have them back in my life. And that's definitely any kind of karmic energy that I've ever been involved with, where it is romantic and I thought it was something deeper at the time, like say a very long time ago in my life, or whether it's friendships that are just absolutely no total worlds apart. You know what I mean? So again, that'll mean what it's meant to mean to different people. But this is what eclipses do. It pulls from your life what is not built on a firm foundation, which is not good for you. And when you're a twin flame, it's so that it's lining things up for the particles to collide back together, as in the twin flames. Orion energy, polarity, soul's growth, conflict. Do you know what I mean? It's like basically your to put it simply, your karmic soulmates here to rub you up the wrong fucking way. They might rub you up the right way. That sounds very, anyway, wrong, but they might, you know, like I said, oh my god, that is like so funny. But anyway, we're moving on. It's like say, they might float your boat, all these kind of sayings, but then they'll just get right on your tits and you're like, what was I thinking? And that's when you know. That's when you know. That's talking about romantically. If it's a friend, it's more just like the blinkers come off about where you thought the sun shone out somebody's ass, but you can see how that fits with love too. And you're just like 11:11. See, 11:11. I need my twin. It's like this is something's not right here. Okay, so yeah, I need to surrender to receiving support and love. This isn't love. Is this love that I'm feeling? No, it fucking isn't. I need to go and find it. Allow the love and support of others in rather than trying to handle everything by yourself. That would be when you're too masculine and you need to fall into receptive. So again, whether you're a man, woman, whatever you identify as out there, it really doesn't matter, right? But those of you that are too in divine masculine energy, which could even be people that are primarily divine feminine right now, that have fallen into too much of protecting your energy because you've been hurt or whatever, or just because you've fallen into it, you really do need to fall into your feminine to receive your masculine in your life, you know, to have somebody coming forward towards you. But it's also like what I was saying at the start, like it could literally just be like you've been working too hard and you need to let somebody look after you now. Like you need to kick your shoes off, you know, get your slippers on, put your feet up and let somebody put the kettle on, or let somebody make your dinner or take you out for dinner, or you know what, see, it's so interesting when I'm channeling because I don't even call dinner, I call it tea. Like I'm going to get my tea, like when you know, when you eat at night, I'm calling it dinner. I think I actually change what I say, but anyway, it doesn't matter. But the point is it's like, you know, or buy the coffee, you know, if you're always the one that's, oh, I'll get it, let somebody buy you a coffee. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture it. Yeah, that's interesting because it's like one of my best pals had texted me today, and you know I'm getting my massage. Can I just point out, right? I'm not calling it in, and you know there's every chance it could still happen, but I usually get like a really heavy cold or the flu. And I remember thinking, oh, I'm not going to get it because I'd kind of hermited and, you know, looked after my energy last year too. And then I did get it at the very last minute at some point in November, so it could still be coming. But I usually do get very, very ill on the new moon in Scorpio. And we're out of the new moon in Scorpio and we're in the Sagittarius moon. And I also, you know, was great mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically. Like I felt really good. Do you know what I mean? So, and I really strongly, I'm excited to hear that because you know what it is? It's not a coincidence that I've now stuck to that massage. I think it's for the past 4 months. I've had a massage once a month. And I'd been trying to do that for years. I'd always said I wanted to do it and I never got around to it. But because I've done that, look what it's done for my energy. And obviously, my friend is like me, you know, like she does energy clearing too. So it's not just a massage. But do you know what I mean? It's like if she was just a massage, then I would go and get energy clearing as well. But it's basically, it's not, it doesn't really matter what it is. It's the fact that whatever it is that helps you. So for some of you, yeah, it is that's doing stuff with me. And like I say, I notice how often and when people come to me, and you know, I can see when they need it or when I feel it. But it's like the twin flame dynamic, isn't it? You might feel you know what would be good for someone, but you can't. You've got to let the karmic, whatever that. You've got to let the karmic relationships, friendships, family stuff play out. You know, you've got to let people make their own divine mistakes. You've got to learn their own lessons. And you've got to do that if you're twin, as it gets to 1444 there. Now. But it was like 1441 or whatever, like mirrored numbers, twins. You know, and you've got to learn that for yourself. It's not just you, like, you know, you've got to do it for yourself because you will have went through the same things. Very important to always bring it back to that, because my pet hate is when somebody's pointing the finger being like, I can see what they're doing. Whenever, like, again, it's different in my case, because it's different and it's the same. It's challenging, but quite amazing, really, that I'm saying, like, I get a sense of what's happening in my twin's life. I don't always know unless I'm maybe hear things, but it's even then you can, some things you hear could be shite. But it's kind of like, whatever I know, whatever I feel, what am I trying to say? Whatever I feel he's going through, basically, I know that it has been mirrored at some point in my life. Sometimes it wasn't that long ago and it was like a year ago, 2 years ago. Sometimes it was a very long time ago and it was like 10 years ago. You know, some of it actually happened before I even met him. That's what's really fucking weird. Anyway, so I need to pull a card because my sister might be on time. So this one card is probably going to be what it is. What was I going to say there? Yeah, so it's about whatever is spiritual. Someone once said that to me, a client. Whatever is spiritual, and I talk about things too. Whatever is spiritual hygiene. That's a term that I would say it coined. I don't know if I coined it, but I used to say it all the time. Spiritual hygiene to you, or spiritual maintenance. It really is important that you get that. You know what I mean? And do you get enough of that? Like, you know, for me, okay, once a month, a massage once a month, energy clearing once a month might seem like it's too much for someone, but if you think about how much energy I hold of other people, that's not too much at all. I've even thought about I might put it up to once a fortnight. You know, it's not good for my bank balance, but if I'm feeling abundant and I'm making sure that I'm making that a priority, and remember, I don't drink, I don't party, sounds a bit boring, don't I? But like, yeah, I don't drink and I don't go out partying. Unless, you know, if it's someone's birthday or a wedding or something, but very rarely. And I'd have to really fucking love them to go to it nowadays, to be honest. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like my money doesn't go on these pissing up against a wall that other folk do. Like, okay, each their own, no judging. I've been there, but it's just not where I am now. So I'd rather spend my hard-earned cash. And it's just even better that it is my beautiful friend that I have helped her. You know, I equally help her. You know what I mean? She will come to me for spiritual maintenance when she needs that, and I go to her. So that's a nice thing as well. So it's like, if you trust me and I make you feel better, it's about investing in it when you feel the call and not being too rigid, and I can do it all by myself and receiving healing for yourself. Right. Or whoever. It doesn't need to be me, but for some of you it is me. Oh my god. Right, shit. 2 cards. Right. We've got Archangel Gabriel up in the air in the Oracle of Delphi. Right, so Archangel Gabriel is the angel of communication, and again, that was strong communication coming in today. 3 is about communication, obviously. Playful communication. Where the fuck did I just... Oh, it flew on the floor. Up in the air, things are very much up in the air. 18 is the moon, is secrets, and again, the one I titled yesterday was secrets coming out. I've just fucking opened the page up, so that they helped me do that. So this one is the one we're reading. A man and woman gaze with anticipation at a hot air balloon in the bright blue sky. The balloon flies... Oh, wait a minute, let's cut this, because you may feel a strong, almost urgent desire to know how it's going to turn out. Oh my god, masculine energy. You can connect with your spirit guides and the Akashic records and ask for a little bit of insight, but there are elements that are unknown. I'm getting bored of channeling that, so into the unknown. And at this time, unknowable. There's too much about the situation that's still up in the air. That's because there's karmic stuff going on, and for whoever this is for. This could be due to influence of others who are undecided, or some events may not have yet come to pass, or unexpected discoveries are yet to be made. Secrets coming out, I just said that. Trust is the only way for you now. If you push too hard to know the influence or the outcome, you might push that outcome away. I.e., if you try to badger somebody into something before they're ready, they might come and stay for a while, but then they'll fuck off again because you forced them into it. Whether that's a karmic trying to force a twin into something, or a twin trying to force a twin into something. You should never force anyone into anything. Frustrating, but just love somebody the way they are, and they'll change in their own time if they're meant to. But if it's your twin, they are meant to. If you push, let go of the urgency and give the situation to the higher influence. Again, surrender, receptive energy. Which again, if you think about it, when I'm talking about receiving healing, that is being in your feminine. It's basically saying, admitting, I can't do this all by myself, and I do need healing. And that's me admitting, as a spiritual teacher, as a shamanic teacher, whatever you want to call me, as some sort of guide on people's path. You know, it doesn't mean I'm any better than anyone, but I am away, sure, I'm going through a lot of stuff before other people to help them in the ascension. I'm here saying, if I hadn't been getting that spiritual maintenance for me, I feel I would be ill right now, or roundabout right now. So where do you need to take heed that as well? Because that took me years to surrender to making sure that I get that massage once a month. You know what I mean? I feel I was just waiting on the exact right person to get it, because although I've got other beautiful friends that do massage, it was just the combination of what I need for, and it's because it's the trust. It's the trust. You know, because I work out a lot of the time I work out what's going on with me, or I feel what's going on, and then I'll say to the person, like, this is what's going on, I can't clear this out, can you help me clear this? Or then I'll keep it to myself, and then the person, so anyway. Right, so it's about connection, it's trust. And the people that come to me trust me. And I say that all the time, like, listen, people, you can send me love if you want, but it's like, I don't like people to just send me healing willy-nilly. You should always ask. Because and again, unfortunately, it is to do with, it's frequencies. And if I don't know where someone's been about or what they've, just different sorts of decisions a bit, like, I don't want that kind of energy in my field. And you should be the same, right? So, time is required to know more about this matter, and time doesn't matter to your eternal self. Again, twin flames. Twin flame love never expires. Oh my God, love it. It's your ego, that panics, basically. For now, and indeed forever, what else do you need? Nothing but trust and the deepest knowing that all you seek will be revealed to you at the right time. Fuck, I love that I was channeling that thing out the vow. I'm going to put it in the comments, because that's exactly what that's about. Just trust where the particles land and wait for the next collision. Oh, wait a minute, oh my God, what the hell? My phone is here. We're reading with films today. We do this. Films, songs, the vow. That's so crazy. That, by the way, that was mental as well. I did channel, the Jessie J song about glitter. Then I said all that glitters isn't gold, referred to that old video. I've started watching the first 5 minutes. I don't know if I will. So if you feel led to watch it, especially if you're a guy or someone in masculine energy that's already been hoodwinked, or you feel it might be happening right now, please go and watch that video, because it was a warning. I'm going to watch over the weekend, I think. And I also said in the comments, if people haven't had the fuck this moment round about now, when I channeled it was only a month ago, it feels like fucking 3 months ago, I said a lot of people will be having that fuck this moment with karmic stuff at the eclipses, which is right now. You know what I mean? Unless it's the next eclipses, but that's a while away. And I also said if people don't take action now, a door's going to close. And I do feel it did, because I saw it with clients and I felt it with myself. The moment of impact proves potential for change, has ripples effects far beyond what we can predict, sending some particles crashing together, making them closer than before. Again, that can be when you estrange from family members and then you come back together, because that's what is in the film, without spoiling it. There's loads more in that film than just love. It's about family and stuff as well. So someone really needs to watch that, because someone moves away from their parent because they don't agree with something, and then they get even closer together. But they have to then be away from their true love to make that happen. So it's all very sad and amazing and beautiful. It's my favourite. It's got a bit of everything. It's got Channing Tatum too, and who doesn't want a bit of that? While sending others spinning off into great ventures, landing them where you've... And by the way, can I just say, before he was voted world's sexiest man, I spotted how fucking hot he was, and when he was an extra in a film, and then he rose to being that famous. So, but he's kind of fallen with the wrong crowd, so we won't in Hollywood. But anyway, we'll going down a different route. Right, so landing them where you've never thought you've found them. That's the thing about moments like these. You can't, no matter how hard you try, controlling how it's going to affect you. You just got to let the colliding part go where it may. Let your twin go where they may. Let yourself go where you may. Whether that be involved with other people or being the hermit. And wait for the next collision. When you randomly bump into them at a coffee shop or something. And then that's like the end of Dear John. Channing Tatum again. Right, so Archangel Gabriel, 3. Gabriel is the divine messenger, the archangel of communication. He comes with his trumpet, blah, blah, right? Gabriel, get on it. We've not got time here. Your power of expression is on the rise now. Easier time communicating with others, expressing your feelings, and even working on projects involving communication. Again, this is divine masculine, finding their voice. Publishing, counselling, teaching, mediumship. That's really weird because I introduced myself as a medium and I don't usually do that. How fucking weird. Journalism, marketing, radio, television. Now it's time for any of these endeavours. But no matter what you do, remember the power words. Call on Gabriel to inspire you and let yourself sing out. Feel Archangel Gabriel step before you and his place his hand upon you. That's weird that I'm wearing green. Archangel Gabriel, I'd associate with green too. He fills you with the will to express your words. What do you want to share and with whom? Wow. See, it's 25 minutes. I told you she wouldn't be on time. Where's the other card? 1. Oh, and it's number 1. New beginnings. While the Pythia psychically receives the perceptions of Apollo, as the priest who interprets her pronouncements. In this, we see 2 important keys in psychic experience: perception and interpretation. Oh, interesting, like what I'm doing right now. When you receive this card during a time of great insight and psychic power, it is very psychic energy right now. That's why I was saying that about glitters at gold, and then it's no coincidence I was channeling it in 2 different ways. Memory, clairvoyance, blah, blah, blah. They were telling me, and then it was in the book. And I had to watch it back myself. See, did I read that first? And I didn't. So that blew my mind. But again, it's because, like I say, it's extremely... I'm very psychic all the time, but this makes me like mentally, like scarily psychic. If you don't recognise it yet, it lies very close to your consciousness because you've used this gift in so many past lives. That's what I actually say in that other video, that the way I channel astrology is that I've remembered it from my past lives. I was an astrologer in a past life. You may get images or feelings without knowing how to interpret them. I can teach you. I'm going to be doing that in Sagittarius season, the Clair Zooms. Take notes as you practice both your psychic perception and interpretation. You can email my assistant if you want to find out about that. I'll be selling it as a package. Just as they gave the Oracle of Delphi a profound awareness, your psychic perceptions and their interpretations give you a powerful insight and Akashic vision of the world. And like I say, I'm always reading Akashic records. This is Akashic tarot, actually. Close your eyes and go within. You might not have time to do it. Anyway, do it. Yeah, do it if you want to do it. You don't need to. Feel your psychic energy growing. And if you hang around here, it will grow because I activate people's clairs. And that's what my Zooms... Oh, that's very clever, Spirit. I didn't mean that. My Activate, Awaken and Amplify Your Clair Zooms that I'm going to do on the build-up to Christmas. Very interactive. That's why I'm protecting my energy just now. Being in feminine, hermit, divine feminine energy for lots of reasons. But also because I want to have lots of masculine energy to do that around then. So I'd love it if you join me. Expanding upwards from the very depth of your being. Now notice the first thing you sense. Yeah, and that's what I mean. I can teach you one-to-one to expand your gift, or I can teach people in a group. We didn't really use any. Well, they were shadowy cards. Let's see if we can sneak one of these in. What else does someone need to know out there? So again, there's a bit about karmic stuff. There was a bit about twin flames. There's a bit about serendipity, I would say. And again, like I say, these 2 weeks leading up to the 8th of November, which actually isn't really even 2 weeks, is it? Like fucking 10 days or something, isn't it? Yes, for the next 10 days are going to be pretty magical. Watch who you're guided to move away from. Watch who leaves your life of their own accord, or watch who you're guided to move away from. And watch who you bump into serendipitously. Especially if I haven't seen them for a long time. I always notice that. I might have sort of fallen out with someone, and then if I sort of bump into them, or if they contact me, again, people could manipulate that, because if they're fucking watching this on the slide, then they could do it. But it's like, you know what I mean? It's if I can tell if it's, I can tell. It's like I know who watches these and pretends they don't. I do. They show me. That's why I wouldn't take somebody's bullshit if they were like if someone was talking shit to me. Like, if I sort of bumped into them out and about, I'd be like, you totally watch me and you pretend you don't. Because people used to do it all the time with Facebook. Sorry, I'm being really sassy, but it's true. Wings. Oh, there's something again about wings. Is there not like... I feel like there might be a Little Mix song. Yeah, there is, definitely. These wings are made to fly. I mean, and again, I do like their songs, but I don't know. Something about these wings are made to fly. But I was channeling something about wings throughout this week. Yesterday's video too. You never needed those wings to fly. I love it. You never needed those wings to fly. You can always rewrite the story. I'm sure I said something like that. I always say stuff like that, I don't know. You can. You can wake up every day and decide to be a brand new person if you want. Who told you you couldn't? You can. I've done it. Again, I used to be shy as fuck, and I'm not shy as fuck now. Maybe in some circumstances I am. Like when my twin finally contacts me, even just to be on a friendly level, I'll be like, what's all that stuff I say to people? You know what I mean? That's seriously what will happen to me. But we'll just listen. We'll just deal with it when it happens. It might still be a very long time away, or it might not be that far away. Fuck knows. Let it go. There's another song. It seems like you're stuck in a never-ending cycle of self-doubt and self-criticism. That's when you're stuck in divine masculine, the shadow side. When you tell yourself you can't do whatever you set your mind to, that's what we refer to as negative self-talk, and that's what I help people with, and it's extremely toxic. Just as we expect others to treat us with kindness, we also need to treat ourselves with kindness. A bird can't fly away if you never let it out of its cage. And that's interesting too, because I feel with twin flames, like I recognised with my twin flame when we were very young and we had a very strong connection, I just recognised, and again, even before I realised he was my twin, why am I saying this again? I suppose it's for new people. I also knew that, wow, he's somebody that can't be tamed. And I told him that once when I wrote something down. I did say that. I said, look, you're free as a bird and I love that about you. But I do also like you. I suppose I was kind of trying to say in some sort of way, I don't know what to do about this. This is really shit. Do you know what I mean? But like, I'm free as a bird. I say it all the time. And that's how it's so funny as I'm looking at the birds when I say this and they're flying about, obviously. It's like, I just felt that analogy is very fitting for me and him. It was like, right, I just need to, he needs to fly free and do whatever he wants. And I don't need to hang around and wait on him to sow his wild oats. But I want to, because he's special. I can see something in him that I don't think many other people can see. And I'm not talking about how good looking he is, because everyone can see that. But anyway, there's my sister. See you later. Bye.